If you're watching this video, you are likely aware that social media offer great opportunities to achieve so many of your business goals, like creating brand awareness, building trust in your designing skills, networking and collaboration opportunities, and, of course, attracting client leads. And although on this channel I usually focus on Instagram, there are good reasons for prioritizing Facebook to market your business. In this video, we will look at what are the benefits of Facebook compared to other social media platforms like Instagram or Pinterest, and how you can leverage it to grow your design business. Hi there designer, welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, it's great to have you back. Now, if you ask me, which social media platform should you pick for your interior design business, most often I will say Instagram. And if you've been on my channel before, you can see many reasons why. But there are cases that I might advise that you direct your efforts elsewhere, like Facebook. This could be, for instance, if you don't have enough time to post consistently, or if your business relies heavily on personal connections and word of mouth. On average, Facebook has over 1.5 billion of users per day. And even if you niche down to your location, it's still a very large pool of potential clients. As an interior designer, you have basically two options for how to promote your business on Facebook: pages and groups. Facebook pages are typically used to post content about brands, celebrities, nonprofit organizations, and so on. And that's in a variety of formats, like static posts, videos, and even reels. So far, it does sound a lot like Instagram. And if you do have an active Instagram profile, you can set up automatic reposting on your Facebook page to reach more people without extra effort. But the downside to using Facebook pages is that you may experience a lower organic reach, as Facebook might be trying to push you towards paid advertising and boosting your posts to reach a wider audience. So if you don't feel like setting aside a hefty budget to boost your posts regularly, Facebook pages might not sound too appealing. Another way how to reach more people organically and in a much more personal way is using Facebook groups. In terms of business promotion and branding, Facebook groups can foster a sense of community, allowing you to connect with other design professionals, as well as people looking to hire interior design experts. There are several types of groups that you can choose, depending on their focus and privacy settings. In terms of their focus or subject, we have industry and interest-oriented groups. And depending on openness and privacy, there are public, closed, and secret groups. First, let's look at the groups based on the privacy settings. Public groups are basically what they say they are. Anyone can visit and view them. This means there isn't usually a lot of exclusive content shared. And such groups can attract a lot of spam, as they are not usually highly moderated. Closed groups can be found using the Facebook search bar, but unless you are a member of the group, you can't view the group content and cannot participate in the group's discussions. To become a group member, people need to request access to join or be invited by an existing group member. Then, once they are approved, they will become part of the group's community, getting access to the content shared in the group and being able to post and join the group's conversations. Secret Facebook groups are even more private, as they cannot be found by search and you need an invite to join them. Also, same as with closed groups, only members of the group can view the content shared in these communities. This type of group can be ideal if you, for instance, created an online course about interior design and need an online space that is accessible only to your students. So, based on what you've just heard, if you're now thinking, maybe I should be joining the closed groups instead of the public ones, you are right. But you still need to choose which groups would be best for your business based on their subject matter. That is, groups that are focused on interior design or groups that are more generic, like neighborhood groups. So let's unpack how are these two types different. These types of Facebook groups are set up to attract people from one type of industry or who are interested in a particular topic. In our case, that would be interior designers or homestagers. A lot of times you can find people sharing not just their experience, but also exclusive content in these kind of groups, like lists of recommended suppliers, budget spreadsheets, business templates, or other project documents. In terms of business promotion, this type of group isn't necessarily where you would promote your business, but it's more of a place to network and establish new connections, collaborations, and similar. However, the next type of group is where you want to be to meet new client prospects. The neighborhood Facebook groups are a kind of a virtual gathering place for people from one specific location. Usually you would join these groups to meet new people, share news, and also to get recommendations for businesses and service providers in that one specific location. This could be recommendations for a hairdresser, a reliable contractor, but also for an interior designer or a homestager. Now, when people ask for recommendations, they usually want to hear about personal experiences of other group members. So it does pay off to be active in these groups and establish relationships with the group members, who can then refer your services further. Whichever type of group you choose, being just a group member is very different to having your own Facebook group. As a member, you won't have that much influence or control over your content and how much promotion you can do. While with your own Facebook group, you are basically creating your own community where you have full control over the content and there are no limits on how much you promote your brand. On the other hand, being a group member requires a much smaller time investment, but you do need to be aware that to make a name for yourself within an established Facebook group, you do need to be active and contribute regularly. If you are interested to learn more about the pros and cons of having your own Facebook group versus engaging in existing groups, head over to our blog, where we have a longer version of this video, including a list of pros and cons to both options, and how to make the most out of each option. But for now, I can tell you this. If you are considering creating your own group, do join a couple of well-run groups first, and take note of how they are managed, and how are the admins dealing with things such as the group dynamics, conflicts of interest, how they encourage participation from members, and how they are balancing promotion with other content. From the business perspective, it really depends on your goals and what you'd like to get out of Facebook. If your goal is just to get client leads and you can only spend a limited time being active in a few key communities, might be just enough to bring you results. But if you would like to become a well-known authority in your design niche, having your own group can help you gain a serious advantage over other designers. Having said that, this will not be without some serious effort. Whether you choose to join neighborhood groups or those that are focused on interior design, Facebook groups offer a unique way to market your business that other social media platforms just cannot match. Also, focusing on Facebook groups instead of pages means you don't have to just rely on Facebook's algorithm or pay for ads to build brand awareness. If you have any questions about Facebook groups, let me know down in the comments, and come join our own Facebook group if you'd like to learn more about using social media. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with the next video soon. And of course, so far it does sound like a lot. It does sound like a lot. And cannot participate.